after day, with monotonous regularity, Australian newspapers carry headlines like these. They reflect a shocking trend in the conduct of our youth, for which parental carelessness and lack of supervision is much to blame. It would be easy to blame the places where young people gather, but that would be evading the real issue. This is a typical Saturday afternoon scene where idleness leads to crime. The old adage, "For Satan finds some mischief yet, for idle hands to do," applies particularly to many young Australians whose parents do not bother to check how or with whom they are spending their time. Today, the major crime of car stealing and joyriding has become the most common juvenile offence against the community. A brief hour or so of joyriding at someone else's expense can mean a black mark against a youngster for life. Few joyriders escape apprehension. Police departments throughout Australia are geared for the task of locating stolen cars, and the rate of their recovery is very high. When a theft is reported immediately, it's likely that the car will be recovered very quickly because police communication today is swift and sure. The tragedy for these youthful delinquents, many of whom come from good homes, is the disgrace their brief episode brings upon themselves and their families. And it's not only the car stealer who is guilty. All those who knowingly travel in the stolen car are equally guilty in the eyes of the law. Quite often, bail money is not readily available, and that can mean a trip to the cells. These foolish youngsters will have long hours during which to repent and to wish they had not succumbed to that moment of foolishness. Terrible tragedy lies behind these headlines. Here's a progressive father. He considers that if his children and their friends are safe at home, then a little drink won't do them any harm. Mum and Dad, who consider themselves very modern parents, think the kids should be left to enjoy themselves in their own way, the modern way. Indulgent parents can start even normal children on the road to crime. The moral sense of young people can become blunted by alcohol. Without drink, this tragic episode may never have taken place. It seemed just a prank at the time. Perhaps it was just a dare at the party that started it all. But, as is so often the case, the final result is injury or death. Too late now for regrets. What lies behind these headlines? Professional car thieves are active all over Australia. Teenagers account for more than 90% of car thefts, but most of the cars taken just for joyrides are recovered, even if they are sometimes damaged beyond repair. On the other hand, organised gangs of car thieves will reduce valuable cars to scrap in a matter of minutes. Police discover a dump of stolen car parts in a garage. Teenagers, under the direction of an older man, were led into the serious crime of stealing and stripping cars, receiving just a few shillings for the crazy risk they ran. A load of car parts is brought to police headquarters. They're discovered in a scrub about 20 miles from the city. A gang of 6 car thieves went to jail for this. They destroyed cars worth many thousands of pounds. The police maintain a special car stealing squad for the tremendous task of detecting thieves and recovering stolen cars. The squad often needs the services of police frogmen to locate cars which have been dumped in lakes or rivers after thieves have stripped them of their most saleable parts. At police headquarters, it's common to see an area filled with stolen cars which have been recovered by the car squad. Don't ever fall for this one. Property bought under these conditions may lead an otherwise respectable citizen into serious trouble with the law sooner or later. This carrier is asking for trouble. That respectable-looking fellow sauntering away with a parcel of valuable drugs is a professional thief who specializes in this sort of crime. It's unwise for motorists to leave parcels or valuable articles exposed to the view of the passer-by. They may tempt someone to steal the car to get them. Put them in the boot and lock it. By taking just a few such common-sense precautions, motorists can help to reduce the shocking rate of car stealing in Australia. Never on any account leave the ignition key in your car. Don't leave registration papers or your license in your car. They're valuable to thieves. Keep a record of your car radio serial number and the registration number of your car. Fit a locking device or loud-sounding burglar alarm. It will pay dividends. If a door lock's faulty, remove the rotor button from your distributor when leaving the car. Normally, make certain all doors are locked. And don't leave your car parked in unfrequented places day or night. This is asking for trouble. Always park in a lighted area at night. And if outside a theatre, check your car at interval. It might save an hour or more should it have been stolen. If your car is stolen, inform the police immediately, giving the car's registration number and its main distinguishing features. We must all help to eliminate headlines like these from our daily press. Parents have a grave responsibility. So serious has this business of teenage car stealing become, so tragic is its effect on young lives, that all sections of the community must combine to stamp it out. We must help our own children. Penalties for car stealing are getting tougher, and solid jail sentences are now being imposed by stern magistrates and judges. Remember, if you're a teenage boy or girl, the joyride is not worth the terrible retribution it can bring. Let someone else be the fool.